Alrighty, my friends, let's go ahead and make a key for this review, Mrs. Key. Given the image below, identify where the two indicated points, so I've got the point 2, 0, and the point 0, negative 2, will be after a dilation centered at the origin with scale factor 3.5. So 2, 0, if I multiply by 3.5, will go to 7, 0, and 0, negative 2 will go to 0, negative 7. Well, that's it for that. And next one, solve the following proportion. So I've got 10x minus 7 over 4 minus 3x equals 2 over 7. Some of us like to do the cross multiplication idea. Some of us like to follow some different steps, which are basically the same. I'm going to multiply by 4 minus 3x. 4 minus 3x, I'm doing that to get rid of that denominator. While I'm here, I'm going to also multiply by 7. I could do this as two separate steps, but I'm doing it as one. Mostly so I can also incorporate, if you're doing the cross multiplication idea, that would be your next step too. So I can kind of show both at the same time. My next move will be to distribute. Pew, pew. So that's going to be 70x minus 49. And then pew, pew. That's going to be 8 minus 6x. I'm going to go ahead and add 6x to both sides and add 49 to both sides. And then I'm going to divide by 76, and I'm going to get 57 over 76. Sounds good. That's some weird fraction. Which if I reduce that, I get 3/4. There we go. That's not as weird a fraction. Yeah, alrighty. Now here. Perform the indicated transformations. So I will add to your review what order to do these in, but the first thing I'm going to do is this one. So reflect across x equals 1, which is here. So that's going to put b prime here, and then c is 5 away, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away over here. And that's the next one. And then rotate 180 degrees. So if I use my snippy snip tool, which is this tool, bloop, and I rotate 180 degrees, that's going to look like that. So that means that C is going to be at 4, 0, so that's C double prime. A is going to be at -1, -3, A double prime. And B is at 1, -6, B double prime. Bloop, bloop, bloop. I am done with this, so that can go away. And then a dilation by 2/3. So I think the easiest way to do that might be to write things down. So I'm going to go ahead and write down A is at -1, -3, B is at 1, -6, and C is at 4, 0. I'm going to set this up as a matrix. You don't have to do that. So you're going to do 2/3, and you're going to multiply that into all of these pieces. So when I do that, 2/3 of -1 is -2/3. And 2/3 of 3, so that's 2/3 times 3 over 1. So the 3's will cancel, so that's -2. 2/3 times 1 is 2/3. 2/3 times 6 is going to be -4, -6, sorry. And then 2/3 times 4 is 8/3, and 2/3 times 0 is 0. So if you're scared by the multiplying by 2/3, you can use your calculator to do that multiplication. But that's all that's going on there. You're just multiplying each of those pieces. The triangles are similar. Find the length of the missing side. I would like it better if they told me how things matched up, but they didn't, and that's okay. So I'm going to assume that the question mark and 65 match up, because that looks accurate, and then 40 and 130 match up. So to solve, all I'm going to do is multiply by 65 on both sides. So I'm going to do 40 times 65 divided by 130, and I get 20. Oh, that makes sense because that's half. And so the length of the missing side is 20. And then two triangles are similar. So I've got RQ, which is here. That matches up with DE. So 13x plus 62 over 138 is equal to RS, which is these ones. That matches up with CD. So 259 over 111. Don't pay attention to the fact that they're weird numbers. It's okay. So some of you may solve this in different ways, and it's okay, as long as you're doing things that are mathematically logical. I'm going to multiply by 138 right away. So I'm going to do 259 times 138. I'm going to go ahead and try multiplying that by 111. Ooh, I got a good number. So I got 322. If you had done the cross multiplication idea, that's okay. You have to distribute the 111 into both pieces. Your numbers will get a little big, but it's okay. I'm going to subtract 62 from both sides. So subtract 62 from 322 and get 260. And then I'm going to divide by 13. And I'm going to get 20. And I was asked to find the value of x. I did, so beautiful. Last page, let's see what we got. State if the triangles are similar. So for the similarity, we have side angle side similarity, we have side 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 similarity, and we have angle angle similarity. Those are my only choices. So here I have 36 and 39. Those are not the same number. And then we'll have angle V. Those match up. But that means that these angles don't match up. So not similar, because the angles don't work. Remember, for similar triangles, the angles have to be congruent. State if the triangles are similar. Okay, so I have 48 is to, don't say 66, but 66 plus 48. That's a 4, carry the 1. That's a 114. And then you've got 64. 2, that's a 2, carry the 1. That's 14, 15. 152. And let's see if those are proportional. Let's do that first. I was processing my next step, but I want to check this. So 48 over 114 is 0.421, etc. And then 64 over 152, oh, is that same number, so 0.421, etc. So those work. So I've got a side and a side. If I were to separate those triangles, I have triangle ABC, ABC, and I have triangle LCM. Well, that was a bad picture. Let's try again with that one. Undo. LCM. So we've got that this side and this side are proportional, and then this side and this side are proportional. And we have angle C in both of them, so those are equal. So we got the side, angle, side. So side, angle, side, similarity, good. And we have C, B, A, so we got to go the same order. So C to B to A, we got to go C to M to L, and that covers me. I hope that's helpful. Let us know if you have questions.